All right. Hello and a warm welcome to today's webinar. My name is Noel and I'm thrilled to be your host this afternoon on behalf of DVCOM and Yealink. I belong to the marketing team and it's a pleasure to have all of you here. We have an exciting session planned for you today, featuring Mr. Brian from the DVCOM team. He will be sharing the wonderful solutions which you can use while using Yealink products. Whether you are an experienced professional or just beginning your journey in this field, I am pretty much confident that today's discussion will be both informative and engaging. Before we dive into the presentation, I would like to give you a brief introduction about DVCOM. Many of you know DVCOM is a specialized value-added distributor in the Middle East, which represents some of the most dynamic vendors in the industry. So our expertise lies in unified communication, networking, digital security, physical security, audiovisual conferencing, cloud solutions, interactive displays, and call center solutions. Our primary goal is to offer our customers the best-in-class technology solutions and services that cater to their specific needs, helping them achieve their business goals. So we value your participation, encourage you to share your thoughts, questions, or comments throughout the webinar. We will do our utmost to address as many of them as possible during the Q&A session at the end of the presentation. And before that, I would like to give you a small hint about Yealink, a small introduction about Yealink. So Yealink is the global leading provider of unified communication and collaboration solution. It is dedicated to helping the clients, which is you, our clients, embrace the power of easy collaboration, high productivity, with best-in-class quality, innovative technology, and user-friendly experience. Yealink is also one of the best providers in more than 140 countries and ranks number one in the global market share of IP phone and SIP phone shipments. All right, now it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the webinar. So let's get started. Over to you, Mr. Brian.
Anuel, thank you so much. Let me just share my screen. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for taking your time. Let's just get right into it. So just to help you understand what this webinar is about, we are specifically going through Yealink's BYOD product portfolio. So to help you understand what BYD is to bring your own device. That's what it stands for. So if your client wants a solution where they want to fit their room video conferencing requirements and connect it to their own device, such as a laptop or a PC, this solution helps to achieve it. So, or in simpler words, you can connect your laptop PC to Yealink's USB-based devices and start your meetings. So on the left side of the slide is the meeting kits and how it accommodates on the various ranges of meeting rooms. And on the right side is the peripherals, the breakdown of the meeting kit, the ways in which how you can combine different items to create the perfect solution for your meeting room requirement. So just to help you understand, so Yealink has built their portfolio from small and huddle rooms all the way to extra large rooms. So we'll be just going through each kit in a little more detail. So first on the bottom is the focus rooms or the small huddle room category, where each of these cameras, like by default, all of them come with 4K resolution with tracking features. So, and all of them are USB based, like if you just see that. And each, so what differentiates between each camera is first the camera quality, how far it can reach the room, and second is the microphone performance. So if you see here, the focus rooms have a much smaller camera, much smaller mic, and as you go above the list, you see it gets bigger and bigger. So that's how Yealink has created, and it's one of the very few solutions out there where it can give an end-to-end requirement without any extra licenses, and it's all plug and play, and you just have to take care of the wiring, and that's it. So how is Yealink different from other vendors? Well, first, they've been in the market for more than a couple of decades with specializing in audio and video. So, as you know, they're one of the number one SIP provider in the market, and starting with IP phones, and they've slowly worked to meeting rooms, and now they're certified for Zoom and Microsoft Teams. So they have built quite a impressive portfolio over the years, and it's already been deployed in private sectors, in the government sectors, and education sectors. And it's much more simpler to deploy than any other name brands out there. So just to start off, here we are seeing the audio device benchmarks. So, so these speakers and microphones can be connected to the appropriate Yealink camera, and it can suit from your one size meeting room all the way up to 42, 46 packs rooms. So each microphone is coming with all the echo cancellation feature, and depending on which mic, they will have different pickup range, and each of them will have that functionality to cascade. So you can connect multiple microphones to the same system. So that will help achieve a much extended meeting room experience when needed. So this is the benchmark that you see right here. So we have both wired solution, wireless, ceiling, table, wireless, wired. So all kinds of microphones are provided from Yealink for different room requirements. So just recently launched is the VCM 35 and VCM 36 microphones. So we were, I think, selling heavily VCM 34 and CPW 90 microphones in the market. And yeah, these new microphones help replace those requirements. So on the most left-hand side is a VCM 35, which is a wire table microphone, which allows you to cascade with a 6-meter pickup range. Then the ceiling microphone, which gives you 40 square meter pickup, and it comes with an extendable boom rod. And then VCM 36 is the wireless microphone from Yealink. It is built on Wi-Fi 6, so you won't have any latency issues and you don't have to connect any specific dongle to achieve connectivity. UVC-40 is the camera, but it comes with built-in microphone as well. So it has a 5-meter pickup range, and you can extend the microphone by I think the VCM 35, VCM 36. And then we have on the far right is the speakerphones. So these CP900 and M Speech, the difference between them and the others is they come with both speaker and mic. So let's say if you have a 2 to 6 meter uh, range zone, like it's usually a 6 packs meeting room, and for those situations, you can use these two, microphone slash speakers. So you can just connect it to your laptop or PC and then, just start. And something great about M Speech is M stands for Microsoft here. So all these devices are certified by Microsoft to begin with. But this particular model even comes with the Bing's auto assistant, which allows you to do voice commands and have a control over your laptop calendar and so on. The BYD box. So this is something which you will need when you're deploying USB-based solutions. So you'll have a USB camera, you'll have your charging device. Let's say if you're using a laptop and if it's USB-C, you can connect that. And if you have Ethernet and HDMI, you can put all of this into a single box, and you'll have a single USB-C cable or USB-A to your laptop. So you won't have a lot of cables lying on the table. You can just put it inside your cable cubby or under your desk, and then you can have a single cable coming out of your perforated hole in the table. So that's the beauty of the BYD box, and this does help in cleaning a lot of the tables and keeping the aesthetic there. So the Yealink camera solutions are fairly simple. So they're primarily all the Yealink USB cameras, speakers, and the microphones are Cat 6 based. So let's say if you're using an 18-seater room, which is a large room, all can be connected to a PoE switch or to this AV hub. And what this does is it takes in the signals and translates into a USB cable, which you can connect to your PC, right? And this allows you to achieve, again, your client's requirement size, however it may be, into this simple solution. So what it does is you connect all your Cat6 devices. So this itself is a switch, this AV hub. And if you have more devices, let's say more ceiling microphones or more speakers, all of that can be connected using these ports or additional PoE switch, which has to be powered. And and that's it. The AV hub will convert the signals into through the USB and to the PC. And whenever you're joining over Teams, Zoom, Skype, WebEx, any named VC software on your computer, you can just change your microphone and camera settings, and you'll see the full setup right there in that single cable. So that's the beauty of Yealink. So again, their whole priority is to avoid multiple cables, so much licenses, everything. They're eliminating all of that using the solution. Then the next feature is the casting solution, which there comes. So they're pretty close to Barco's screen sharing and BYD solution. And this is at the fraction of a price. So here you're getting a 4K based screen sharing with Wi-Fi 6 enabled technology and Bluetooth. And what you can do is you have the functionality to share your screen in full 4K and also connect wireless BYD. So I'll explain the wireless BYD part in the next slide. But the idea of this is rather than having your client always pull a cable or let's say typically you would have your HDMI and USB cable connected to your client's laptop or your laptop. And you can eliminate all of that just by using this wireless dongle. This will act as a transmitter, and this Roomcast is acting as a receiver. So you can connect this to your TV or projector or a monitor, and it will just transmit the signals wirelessly using Wi-Fi 6. So you're getting very low latency, full 4K at 60 FPS. You're getting good picture quality on that. And then the next thing is the wireless BYD. So what wireless BYD does is it eliminates the USB cable from the camera to your laptop. So how this happens is you're connecting your camera to the Roomcast, this same device, and you're connecting the Roomcast to your TV. So you have that now receiving connection. Now the transmitting connection is just this wireless dongle, which you saw right here. So once you pair the dongle and the receiver, which is the Roomcast, you're achieving wireless BYD. So you can log into your Zoom or Skype or Teams, and you can change the settings, and you'll see pure low latency camera and audio just working fine over the Wi-Fi. And so this is how the whole breakdown works, where you connect the receiver to your laptop, the camera to the receiver wirelessly using this dongle to the computer, and that's it. And this Roomcast can work either on USB-C for the newer laptops or USB-A for the older laptops. So it's pretty seamless, and there's an older version of WPP30, which is called the WPP20. That only supports screen sharing, just to note. But if you want to achieve this BYD solution, you can use the wireless Presentation Dongle 30 to get that requirement. Now on to the cameras. Again, so the chart which I explained to you earlier from bottom to the top, where Yealink has made the cameras for different room sizes. So this gives a little more in-depth view of how the cameras are built. So starting, so for UC30, UC34, These are meant for rooms which are between 1 to 5 packs. And based on the amount of people sitting there, even you're seeing the specs also increase towards the right. And that also includes a microphone. So, for example, this UC30 camera, it doesn't come with a microphone, so you would have to pair it with an M Speech or a CP900, which goes to your computer directly, and that's how it achieve both speaker and mic connectivity. Whereas the UC34 and UC40 onwards, you're having your speaker mic all built into the camera, and you can use an additional microphone to extend the coverage when needed. And all of these cameras come with tracking capabilities. So framing capabilities, and the UC40 starts with the speaker tracking capability. And for privacy reasons, Yealink has included an electric lens cap. So once a meeting is done, or if the camera is on standby, it has an electronic shutter which closes the lens. And by default, all of the Yealink USB cameras are Teams, Zoom, and Windows Hello certified. And these are the medium and large room cameras. So again, these all are 4K cameras, and right now these all can be mixed and matched. So for example, let's say if you're having a big meeting room which requires you to have multiple coverage, you can have two of UEC 84 or one of UEC 84 and 86 both connected to your AV hub, and achieve that result. So that's the beauty of the medium and large microphones. You can increase the quantity up to 4, I believe, and have a pretty good mic and speaker pickup range, depending on how you mix and match the speakers and the microphones. And also, you also if your client has an existing DSP system in place, which is mounted on the ceiling or anything as such, that also can be connected to the AV hub. Let me just pull that up. So the AV hub allows you to connect to your room mixers and have your clients, already existing microphone and speaker into the video conferencing setup. So they don't have to, again, invest additional money onto their video conferencing systems. So to come back, so both the US 84 and US 86, their major difference is, again, in the cameras. So the 84 has just the framing capability, whereas the 86 has speaker tracking, presenter tracking, and the framing. So all three in one. So presenter tracking is helpful in cases where you have a lecturer scenario or a trainer scenario. So we usually give it to training facilities or for schools or universities where when the lecturer or the trainer is walking around the classroom, the camera will follow them. And the response time is also very low as well. So that's the major difference between both these cameras. Otherwise, specs wise, it's pretty similar. You're getting more focal range on the 86 camera and more zoom as well. And again, these all are Cat6 powered, and you can connect to your AV hub or the PoE switch and get things started. So the following slides are just the kits to help you understand how you can mix and match certain products, and how you can even fit it for different room sizes also. So for example, you can use your US84 with your M Speech microphone, and this M Speech is capable to cover at least 14 seats. So this is how the solution looks like, where you have all these multiple cables connected to your BYOD hub, which is this USB hub that you see here, and you're just getting a single cable to your laptop. That's it. So you're eliminating 1, 2, 3, 4 cables and just putting into one single cable. So that's the beauty of the BYD kit, and these all can be customized. You don't have to get the same exact one from Yealink as a bundle. Like if your customer has a smaller room, you can change the camera and change the speakerphone, and us as DVCOM team, we can help you design that solution based on your meeting room size. So we can do that for you, and we can even have the online support kit where you can put your um, room size, how many seater it is, and Yealink will automatically generate the right camera, microphone, how the cabling layout is going to be, all in that one single PDF. Then another option is using this another speakerphone. So CP965 is an IP telephone from Yealink, but it also acts as a speakerphone because it has Bluetooth built into it. So if you use a CP965 and you can extend it with additional wireless microphones if needed, and you can achieve both video conferencing ability, audio conferencing, and also SIP conferencing. So if you're having a SIP call also, you can have that from the CP965. So again, Yealink has made it so easy to mix and match products. And again, it will only work based on the ones that are compatible with each other. So to know more about that, let us know so that we can advise the right models for the right cameras. And this is the biggest selling point of Yealink, which is when customers ask for large rooms, specifically in export countries, they just don't want to pay for licenses and things like that. They would prefer to connect to their computer and get things going. So one such case was for a government department in Africa. We gave this something similar of this to cover their entire parliamentary room, where rather than this table mic, we gave ceiling mic. Rather than the two speakers, we gave four speakers, and instead of one camera, we gave four cameras. So again, this is all customizable, and so it's all connected using the PoE switch, and this PoE switch can be connected to your AV hub, and then done. So that full solution is seamless, and it works perfectly fine. You're getting your tracking feature, your presenting feature, everything's already integrated into the whole system. So that's the beauty of Yealink, where you're not paying anything additional apart from the one-time hardware cost to achieve your requirement. So yeah, this is about it. If you have any questions or anything on the solution, let me know, or you can just put it in the Q&A box, and we'd be happy to answer it. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can put in the Q&A box or the chat box, and let us know. I'd be happy to answer. If not, you're free to ask your point of contact in DVCOM, and they can also help get the right person to assist with your query. Yeah. Okay, one question that I got is, can it be integrated with Cisco servers? So, provided so I'm also not very familiar with Cisco server, but if it's running on your Windows machine, then yes, you can have it running, because the basic requirement of this Yealink's USB portfolio is that you need to have a Windows or a Mac to help function the cameras and the audio devices. So the WPP20 presentation pod is the older version of WPP30. So it would support up to 1080p presentation, and it's only screen sharing. Whereas the WPP30 has both 4K presentation as well as BYOD solution, where you can connect your cameras wirelessly. So that's the difference between WPP20 and 30. What is the range of VCM38? So VCM38 covers up to 40 meters square, I think, yeah, 40 square meters. And you can cascade it up to 8 microphones, and all connected to a PoE switch and into the AV hub. So that will help cover an auditorium size or a classroom or a huge boardroom. Okay, for another question is, if UC40 is for small rooms, can we get it for 9 seats? Yeah, you can use it for 9 seats depending on the length of the room. So you should just make sure that your room size is not more than 5 meters. So if you can fit 9 seats inside that 5 meters, which you can, then yeah, it will work. Otherwise, you can use an extended microphone. Will it support Mac? Yeah, it does support Mac. All of us, at least most of our technical guys, are on Mac in the office, and they do the testing with Yealink USB devices there. Is it compatible with any switch? Yes, any PoE switch. We usually give Yealink's RHC switch. If not, if the client wants something low-key like D-Link, or Engenius or Draytech, all of those brands also work, not an issue. Yealink meeting room solution shows a compatibility with Microsoft Teams. Yes, all of them are compatible with Microsoft Teams because these devices are certified by Teams. And if you look in the other solution of Yealink called the Microsoft Teams package, they use all these same devices in that. The only difference in their solution is they're adding the Teams PC. Otherwise, the device is all certified by Microsoft Teams, and you can use it as BYD mode. And yeah, it will work with Google Meet and Zoom as well. So it's certified officially for Teams and Zoom, but because it is a USB-based camera and microphone and speaker, you can it'll just work like a regular USB device to your computer. So you can use it for any application that you have. So whether it be any video conferencing application or any streaming application like YouTube Live or OBS or Twitch, it'll work for all of them. Because it's functioning as a USB device at the end of the day. Do both WPP20 and 30 require Roomcast? Yes, they'll require a Roomcast if it's not a Microsoft device. In the sense, so how it works is, in this case, we are giving a BYD camera, which is the UC40 or 34 or 84. These all cameras doesn't have a system built inside it. It's just a camera. So to help give a little bit of the working operating system behind it is where this Roomcast comes into picture. So that's the only way this WPP30 and 20 will connect. Otherwise, these dongles can't connect to the camera directly because it doesn't have a built-in system into it. So if you look at the Microsoft version of it, of all these cameras, it has Microsoft Teams built inside it, which will allow you to directly stream. Whereas here, you need a Roomcast feature, Roomcast device to help connect it. Is BioD support with WP30 for MS Teams? Yes, it does support for MS Teams. And yeah, you can use all these devices for Google Meet. If you're going to suggest UC40, how should we know about the room? So your simple way to figure out if you want to give UC40 or 34 or use 84 for which room size, you have to start with the measurement of the room first. So you just have to calculate the distance from where the camera is going to be kept to the last seat of that room. So if it's going to be, less than 5 meters, your UC40 is good enough. If it's going to be more, then you can extend the switch to the next camera, which will be the 84, add extra microphones that will help cover the range. So you always need to get the room measurements correctly and the number of seats that's going to be there. So to even help you with that, you always have the DVCOM team to guide you through that. What is the field view of UC 40? 133 degrees. So it gives a very wide angle look. So you can have even the people sitting in the first couple of seats also covered in this camera because of its wide angle feature. Uh, yeah. What is the price? Shamal, I would suggest you can drop an email to info@datavoice or get through with your contact, and based on your requirement, they will give you the right price for your solution. Any other questions? Yeah, I hope I was clear. You'll have recording of this webinar in that same meeting link that you joined from. And if you have any other questions, you can always feel free to ask anyone from DVCOM, and we'd be happy to assist you in that. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day, everyone. Take care.